Hello and welcome to a new StarCastTV video. My name is MasterReY and this is the second video of a nice best of 5 show match between Snow and Rush. So spoilers ahead. If you have not seen the first game, definitely go back to this YouTube channel and search for the first game of the series. So you will enjoy the second game here. And we will now check what we have for the second game. So, Snow did win the first game on Neosulfate and the second game will be on Circuit Breakers. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, here we have the two players on Circuit Breaker, and in the bottom right we have our dark blue Terran player losing the first game. It is Rush, and in the top left corner our yellow Protoss ahead 1-0 in the series. It is Snow. Yeah, again, check the first game of this series. It was a very aggressive strategy by Snow. He went for an 3 gateway goon all-in with 2 gateways proxied, and yeah, Rush just didn't have any scouting information, so he got caught off guard, lost his first tank, and then he was not able to defend the massive amounts of goons that were coming very early on. Okay, so let's see if this game goes a bit better for Rush. So far, we have no super weird stuff going on. Of course, this is a 4-player map. That means the scouting could be a little bit worse compared to Neosulfate, which is a 3-player map. You can find your opponent maybe a bit later. But we see Snow moving out after the gateway, I think. So that's a pretty early scout. So he really wants to get into Rush's base again, like in game 1, before the Marine is out. And yeah, meanwhile in Rush's base, nothing weird is going on. Rex followed by a refinery, and he's also moving out the first SCV to scout. Will he go in the same direction? I guess he will, so they will meet somewhere around here. And yeah, I don't think that actually changes their scouting path, but I think Snow could know that Rush is in the bottom right now. Anyways, we have a normal build here for Snow, also just a normal gas. Actually, I feel like the gas mining started a bit late. The core's already more than halfway done when he started mining. And oh, he's already pulling one out. You can see this. This is very important. That completely shows us that he wants to go for a fast expansion. Oh, and look at this. Rush is actually scouting cross after not scouting Snow in the first position. So that could be because he saw the probe here and he expected a later scout timing by Snow. Or an earlier scout timing, I guess. Yeah, that's very interesting that he's going to the top right now. So that means Snow is actually unscouted for a long time, and the first goon will already be easily out, and he maybe can even deny any scouting. And he wants to start his nexus very soon with those additional minerals that he's gathering by not mining gas with 3 probes here. And this SCV will see it very late, so that's already a very small factor. The goon is searching, is looking for the SCV. Oh, and SCV turns around. So again, no scouting information here for Rush, so that's very interesting. But I mean, this time Snow is not doing a weird all-in, so it's fine. Oh, but also Rush is not losing the SCV this time, so he can go back and he can maybe get in here and confirm the Nexus. So that's already a nice improvement here for Rush if he can get the scouting off. Meanwhile, of course, he's going for pretty much the same build as well, going for his own command center, and here he is scouting this Nexus before the second goon is out. So this means this time Rush is completely safe. He knows that He doesn't need to be scared. He doesn't need to take any extra defenses or construct any extra defenses. And oh, look, this vulture is going around here, maybe to avoid any goon that is maybe sitting here, or also to scout. Yeah, I guess this was a scouting move. He wants to make sure that there's no proxy robotics or again proxy gateways here. But I mean, after confirming this nexus, the chance for that is pretty low. But it's always good to confirm anyways. Yeah, and meanwhile we have a very fast starport. And I mean vulture production, of course, with the speed upgrade here. So he wants to go for an early dropship and then drop in probably four vultures into snow space. What can Snow do to avoid it here or to prevent it? He has a nice pylon wall already, so he's safe in the natural. But I see there are no pylons at the edge of the base here for Snow. So if the drop is coming, it will be scouted very late. But just as I say that, you can see Snow is such a good player. He is placing a pylon here already. He's checking here for something. Yeah, should maybe place another pylon here very soon to make sure that he can see any dropship that is coming towards his base. Okay, let's see what the dropship is doing. It's almost done here. Speed upgrade is completed. We don't have mines. And he's also not starting those. So yeah, he just wants to go for 4 speed vultures here, and now he's transitioning into the tank production, adding a second factory and probably also adding an armory very soon here. Okay, so far Snow is not scouting any of this. Oh, the mines are already done here. Okay, nice. Mines are done. And now the drop is coming and the goons are pretty far outside. Okay, 3 goons here in the natural. The drop is commencing. Ah, not the best targeting here. Some shots on the goon. But he is microing the vultures in the main here. 1, 2, 3 probes dead at least here. Oh, this one is still shooting the goon. Okay, 4 probes here, maybe 5. And 6. Oh, and this goon dies. There's no goon here. 7. And 8 probes here already dead. So this one vulture alone is doing most of the work here. And yeah, look how Snow is moving his goon. He doesn't want to run into this mine. He knows that this mine is here, so he has to take such a long way. And this vulture is on 6 kills alone. I think that's a total of 8 kills for this drop, which is very nice. And I mean, the vultures here in the natural were mostly shooting the goon, so not a lot of damage done by those 2 vultures, but the vulture in the main totally made up for it and got a lot of kills here. So this is already a great start here for Rush. You can see it reflected in the worker count. Rush is ahead by 3 workers here. Of course, Snow will catch up with that 3rd base, but I mean, that's expected. Usually a Protoss player wants to have some more workers, but in this case Rush is ahead. So this is a good start for Rush. You can see he had some SCVs here guarding the bunker because he was scared that there's a counterattack coming. But now he has enough tanks, he's fine. Also, a Race, nice addition here. Against any shuttle play that a Protoss might be doing. Meanwhile, okay, there was like 1 vulture scouting, didn't get a single kill, just shot 2 probes here, but didn't kill any. Yeah, what I want to say, a lot of Protoss could go for shuttles with, for example, 4 Zealots or maybe even Reavers, and of course this Race completely stopped that. So Rush, knowing that he's slightly ahead, is definitely playing safe here, and I think he wants to go for a 3rd base now. Or building it on location already. So he's pretty confident here. We often see Terrans place their command center somewhere around here in their main base and then floating it over so it's completely safe and can't be killed while constructing. But Rush feels so confident that he's just building it here right away and is not scared that it will die. Okay, here we have the shuttle and the Reaver. So Snow, behind his 3 bases, went for a Reaver, is on 4 gates so far, making more goons. And clearing out some mines, that's always very important. If there are mines everywhere, the Terran always knows where you are, and you probably lose some goons in the process if you're moving a lot and you don't have an observer in place all the time. Oh, little poke here by Snow, but has to retreat. Yeah, very nice mine clearing here by Snow. There's a dropship with 2 vultures, and it looks like Snow wants to go for a 3rd base here. Oh my god, what is this tank doing? That must be a rally tank here. Oh my god, okay. Tank goes down. That's a bit unfortunate. But overall I think Russia is still in a fine position here. The worker count, as expected, is now up for Snow. Of course, him having 3 bases up for longer could even that out a bit. And the supply is also completely normal for a PvT. Yeah, so what can this Vulture do? Is he just waiting here? I'm not sure if he actually saw this base. I don't think he did, to be honest. But maybe he did. Maybe he will just wait until probes are mining here and then he drops it out again. We will see about that. Yeah, again, Vulture out on the map, placing some mines. But let's look at the big picture here. Let's look at what we have in terms of production and upgrades and, yeah, general infrastructure. So we see a lot of factories finishing up here. So we are at 7 factories. The upgrades just started. That should be the 2-1. Yes, we have 1-0 completed. 2-1 is researching. Vultures are fighting a little bit with goons. Nothing special going on here. And on Snow's side, of course, we have the fast Arbiter. Well, it's not super fast. I mean, he went for 3 bases and Reaver before that, and even 4 bases. So, yeah, pretty normal, I would say. Expansion already secured by cannons. We see a cannon here as well, 2 goons. So, it looks like Snow is safe on pretty much every front against vultures while getting his Arbiter ready. So yeah, it looks like we are about to see a nice late game here. The question is, will Rush push out here when his 2-1 upgrade finishes? I think the factory count is pretty high, so I think this is the factory count that you want to use to do a nice strong push very soon here. He has a lot of tanks already, and now he will probably... Yeah, okay, here are the the Goliaths. The Goliaths also indicate that he probably wants to push out very soon. Vessel is done, so I think we'll see a move out very soon here. The supply is pretty far ahead in Snow's favor, but the Arbiter is not ready, or, well, it will finish now, but it doesn't have energy to cast anything, of course. So maybe exactly now would be a very good moment for Rush to push, but then again his upgrades are not done. So I think he will wait for those upgrades, and by then I think the Arbiter will have the stasis energy. Okay, this is a nice move a Terran can do, just going out a bit with the Vessel and a few Goliaths to snipe any surrounding observers, to just keep the Protoss in the dark here. To make sure that he's not seeing everything the Terran is doing. Some nice Vulture harass. Probably got like 2 or 3 kills here. I still see Snow running into mines quite often. This Observer is slow. The Observer speed upgrade has not been researched yet. So he's taking some damage and losing some units against mines every minute or so. So maybe a speed upgrade would be nice. And yeah, now the move out comes, and this Observer is seeing it. This is very important. So this Observer was not cleared before the move out is happening. So Snow knows what's coming, and I think we are ready to zoom out a bit here to see this full battle. The 2-1 upgrades, yeah, are just finishing now, so this was the expected timing. And we see some High Templars as well, and the Arbiter, of course, has over 100 energy. Pretty nice flanking here, a lot of units from the top. Oh, but he's not seeing this. First shots already hitting the Protoss army here. Snow has to retreat. And I mean, this is a scary army. You see, Rush is maxed out. This is a very scary army. Okay, some nice storms here, hitting a lot of vultures. But this tank count is just so big. Where is the stasis? Is the stasis... Okay, stasis on the vultures. That's a very interesting choice here. That can work a lot if you have a lot of zealots here, because then there are not enough vultures left and your zealots will just get on top of the tanks and hopefully kill them. But to be honest, the vulture count is pretty high here for Rush. I don't think he cares a whole lot about these stasis vultures. And if you cast a stasis at a Protoss and you're not using that stasis to get an advantage in an actual fight or killing off these stasis units later on, then it's pretty much a wasted stasis. So the only thing this stasis is doing is buying maybe a little bit of time. We can see Snow adjusting his position, but there are so many mines here. So many mines. He cannot run in this. And now it looks like he will lose his little goon force. This is kinda trapped and the rest of the army is not ready to attack here. So a few goons are going down and the tanks are getting pretty close to this nexus. Okay, but now the zealots can run in. Now the tanks are next to this minefield and the zealots can actually get on top of the tanks here and hopefully get some damage done. But oh my god, nice defense metrics, and also the zealots all died here. To be honest, this looks like Rush is just taking it. I don't see any hope for Snow here to save this base. Rush, meanwhile, going for a fourth base that is denied by the one Reaver and two Zealots. So this is pretty much the one push here for Rush. This push has to win the game or get a considerable advantage here. Otherwise, Snow will whittle him down over time. So Snow has that fifth base here already. He is starting some gateways. If Snow can delay this whole push for a little while longer, maybe he can remax and get a solid gateway count to be able to somehow whittle down this army. But so far, pretty much the opposite is happening. He is losing more and more units, and that's not something he can afford right now. He's not even maxed. He's at 160 supply against this maxed out Terran army. Oh, and okay, nice attack here, but in the end he will lose those goons. For 1 CC, I'm not sure if that's the best trade possible here for Snow. But I mean, that's at least something. So with this move, Snow is basically confirming that this Terran is all in. Rush is all in here with this only army. He has no further expansion. The main is outmined. The natural is outmined. The third base is not quite outmined, but I mean, it's not very rich either. So this is the one army that Rush is gonna get. This is the strongest army he will get in this game, and this has to do the job. But so far it is looking like it is doing the job. Snow is just running away, and yeah, he's still not maxed. He's just losing units. He lost some Dalits here, he lost some goons here, he lost some goons here. So he's losing units all the time, and he's never really able to max out. I mean, he's buying some time, but if you're losing units constantly for buying time, I don't think that's gonna work here. And now it looks like this could be the final push here. There's a stasis, but this is a very narrow spot. Let's see, can the Zealots get on top of the tanks? Okay, some are doing it, some tanks die, but there are still so many tanks. But I don't see any more vultures here. No vultures left. If these Zealots can get on top of the tanks very quickly, maybe he has a chance. But there are more vultures coming. There are so many more units coming. And I mean, now the tanks are just on top of this high ground. But yeah, as I said, the vultures are not here yet. They are coming. but some Velids get on top of the tanks, but in the end, yeah, Vultures arrive. These tanks are all very safe, so I don't think Snow can actually defend this army. And I think this is game here. I mean, he has just the bottom left base. Apart from that, he is losing his third base now after losing his fourth base. And for him, the same is true. The main is outmined. The natural, okay, has some minerals left, but I don't think that's enough. Rush has secured the fourth base now, so Rush will be able to reinforce his army a little bit at least. So I just can't see Snow doing this. These stasis units will unfreeze very soon, I think. And yeah, he just doesn't have enough gateways in another position, I think. All the units are coming from this side and they are all bunched together. He cannot flank this army anymore, and flanking a Terran army is so important. And yeah, with these tanks unfreezing from the stasis, I think there's really nothing left here for Snow. We see 170 supply against 90 here. And his mineral only is dying here, and with that he's only on 2 bases now. Okay, now he's trying something different. He's trying to intercept some of the reinforcements and maybe set up a flank here. So that can work, but in the end he's doing it a little bit too late, I think. He just lost too many units, and that's GG here. Rush wins game 2 with one nice push, one big army, and he was able to use this army to kill pretty much all of the running bases from Snow except the bottom left, and yeah, use that army to finish the game. So a very nice job here by Rush. I will update the score, of course. We have a score of 1-1 now, and this wraps it up for this YouTube video. But of course, this is a best of 5. That means game 3 is coming, so look for the video of game 3 on this YouTube channel, and I hope I see you there. And with that, bye bye.